Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, February 1st. We're looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. And I'll tell you what, kudos to the bulls today. The way we closed on Friday, I'll tell you what, probably infuriated a lot of shorts today in both ES, SPY, and Russell and Righty. Right? They were primed. They were primed for the taking. And not only didn't they get taken, we go and have a trend day up in the Russell, the SPY and ES, and the triple Qs, and take out Friday's high to go balance in all three of these indices. So pretty impressive. Sellers have to be a little frustrated. Let's go to Russell first. So Russell acted the worst out of the three for a good part of the day, only to explode to the upside. They go out with a price probe. They go out with two sets of single prints, a nice set in J, a small one in I. They take out Friday's low late. So look at them. They have 4 daily highs fairly close to each other. So if they're able to continue to the upside tomorrow, well then the 27th and 28th highs come into play. But we'll call this definitely a double distribution day. Basically from H's high to the low and from J's low to the day's high as your double distribution. Triple Qs. They acted like us, although they go out with 3 sets of single prints, D, E, and F. But boy, you talk about hitting an absolute wall. After trading all of M's range for the most part from the 28th, they could get no traction whatsoever. They didn't pull back much either. They end up 8 wide. We only ended 6 wide, I think. I have to look. I'm pretty sure it's 6. But they end 8 wide and hit a wall up here. But again, trend day. So here's SPY and ES. 4 wide, 4 for 4. Finally get over the opening. Here's where change took place. And this is what we talk about in the room. Change took place above A's high. And we never saw it again. We ended 6 wide. And I know it says 7, but that's N. I only count M. Right? My day ends. N becomes overnight. So we end only 6 wide. We end with 2 sets of single prints. E, D, and we barely held I's low for the afternoon pullback. Because again, I don't care about N. I'm still using I's low as the afternoon pullback for regular trading hours. Had a good day today. Very good start to the month. Good start to the week. Really didn't do much in the afternoon. So what did I do? Well, A period. We opened and went down pretty hard. Didn't do anything. I did take a short in A period against the overnight high. I traded today's expirations, 376 puts, and they worked out nicely. Then when we pulled back, I took a long against the opening, saying that's kind of against, not the opening, I'm sorry, against that line in the sand. Remember I said I think this is important now? Well, we got down to there, M's high, went back up, took it off before the opening. So I took a short and a long in A. 376 put, 372 call. They both worked out well. B period. B period could not get above the opening, so I took a short against basically the afternoon rally high from Friday, 375 put. I did it 3 times. 3 times we kept coming back up. 3 times we kept coming back down. So I just scalped shorts 3 times in B period, 375 puts, and they all worked out very nicely. C took out B's high, got above the opening, took a long, 372 call, made pennies on that because it kept going back and forth. I finally took it off, made pennies. Then in D period, once we took out C's high, I'm like, we'll probably pop the top. I took a long. I didn't get it right away. It went up, took out the overnight, came back. Again, took a small call play, 373 calls. Nothing big on that. And then in E, when we had the single prints, I was waiting for it to come back. Where I had a better risk reward to see if the singles held. Never did. It ran. I took a short against Friday's high, basically. I'm like, I don't think they'll get it just yet. It came in for me, the 378 puts, so I did okay on that. And then again, I did the same thing in I. I period had a reversal bar, came out, took out H's lows, looking for more of a flush. I did the 378 puts. I made money on it, but I didn't get anything what I thought we would get. So that was a small trade. And then the only other trade I did, when L took out K's low, took a put play, that one worked out. But again, I really thought we had a chance. We really didn't have any air taken out of the balloon at all today. D took out C's low, didn't very little. I took out H's low, very little. L took out K's low, didn't get much. I'm like, all right, M takes out L. Here we go. We're going to at least flush to the H's low, I's low, and maybe even test down here. Now, I'm in pretty big increments, 8s, but we really didn't get it. So it was a good day, but I didn't do much in the afternoon. Destinations for tomorrow. And again, this should be fun. Upside, all we have is today's high of 377.34. And then we don't have anything to 381.93 daily high from the 28th. And then fill in the gap at 383.54, 160 point gap. Now remember, we have excess at the all-time high, and we still have that gap. So, yes, I'm giving tremendous credit to the bulls today. But remember, it is only one day. So we'll go over that in the charts. But keep in mind, it is only one day. And they still have those big areas above us now. For the downside, I'm using I's low of 375.81 as my pullback low. Then I have the two sets of single prints. First one starts at 375.12, F's low, get filled to D's high, 374.77. Then the second set starts at E's low, 374.51, gets filled at A's high of 39 cents. And please write these down. I don't want to repeat them again tomorrow morning. And then we have today's low of 371.42 and a weekly low of 368.27, last week's low. Now remember, there was a bad tick. Oh, where is that bad tick? Did they take it off the tape? Well, there was a bad tick today. I don't see it right now in here. I'll see when we get to the charts. Let's get to the charts. Monthly. First day of the month. One time framing up 3 months. We're actually even above November's high. So pretty healthy. A monthly's still in good shape. Weekly. Although, what are they showing? 371. All right, I got to see when we get to the daily. Weekly. Outside week down. Look where we closed. Just below that where the outside week down was. So, are we going to say the outside week down failed? Of course not. It's just one day. Like I said. Now, again, you have to trade what's in front of you. Just because I said there's an outside week down doesn't mean, okay, I got to short it. Of course not. But it doesn't mean the outside week down failed yet. Let's see what happens tomorrow. If we take out today's low, well, guess what? We're going to go test Friday's low. So you trade what's in front of you. But you have to keep in mind the bigger picture, that it is an outside week down. Remember, 3 weeks ago, we had an outside week up, or 4 weeks ago. Really didn't do much. And then it took the next 2 weeks to go to the all-time high. And then the daily... Okay, yeah, they're showing 370.38. The daily low is 371.42. Okay? I'm going to change it on my chart. That's a bad tick. 371.42 is the daily low. I will fix it on the daily. I'm not going to do anything on the weekly, although the weekly's not showing it, and neither is the monthly. That's interesting, but the daily is. So the weekly, my friends, is a 4-day balance. Use Thursday's high as the high of it. Use Friday's low as the low of it. So that's 381.93 and 368.27. That's a nice range. That's a pretty nice. In fact, an excellent range. It's a $25 range. Yep, 20. That's a hell of a balance we have. Now we stayed above the 50. This did not get below it. Keep that in mind. Again, that's the bad tick. We never saw the 50-day moving average today. So we're going to see how we play inside this 4-day balance. I hope you had a good day trading. Have a great evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening